Cincinnati Bengals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball throw and came away with 5 interceptions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Chase, the motion man right. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Bengals at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another one into the hands of Ja'Marr Chase. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for the Cincinnati score.
Ja'Marr Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Both
both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. And this, we're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I think he's going to do that. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Now this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
11 Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it,
touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. With it is Brown. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
To the air again, Burrow. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 Thomas.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
11, 11, 11.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11 MT, tank.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Burrow on play action. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurogu now. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
11, 11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 1, ready?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Travis Kelce. A gain of 12.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
throwing now. Burrow on first down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go, here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now, this feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone when things are so condensed. A lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
That's complete to Tony.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
What you got? Come on. Show him what you got. On 2.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Para esos güeyes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
11.
On third down, Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Touchdown. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back.
I know they were looking for something, anything to go their way. That's a pretty good start for them right there as they try to mount a comeback.
Maybe the film session a little bit more palatable, something positive to talk about.
A little bit. That's a big-time return. Anytime you get a punt return for a touchdown, everyone has to feel just a little bit better.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to Mixon on the check down. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Brown. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and
2. Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Again, it's Burrow. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. second down, McKinnon. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
11, Thomas.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Gotta go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up.
And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mixon again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it and now fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he will be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only